Number 10, One Piece. You probably saw this one coming. In the world of One Piece, pirates aren't always the bad guys. In fact, the world government is shady as hell. You've got the Celestial Dragons treating people like slaves, the Marines covering up genocides, and let's not forget what they did to O'Hara. Robin's backstory alone should have gotten some top officials canceled. And the worst part? They pretend it's all for justice. Like, bro, burning down an entire island of scholars because they read the wrong books? That's not justice. That's insecure dictator behavior. Luffy and the gang may be outlaws, but compared to the world government, they're basically freedom fighters. This is Emiverse Anime. Watch this video to the end and hit that subscribe button now. Number 9, Gachiakuta. Now this one's criminally underrated, literally. In Gachiakuta, society is divided like trash. The rich live in the clean upper world, and the poor are thrown into a literal garbage pit called the Abyss. Not even joking. The system decides who's dirty, then dumps them like yesterday's leftovers. Our boy Rudo gets framed and tossed down there, only to discover a whole world of oppressed people just trying to survive. And who created this twisted class system? Yup, the government. A cold, calculated regime that treats people like broken toys. It's like if the recycling bin had a revenge arc. Number 8, the Kingdom of Ruin. If you like magic versus science beef, the Kingdom of Ruin is for you. In this world, witches once helped humanity, but the government decided they were too dangerous. So what did they do? Peacefully negotiate? No. They declared war and hunted witches into extinction. Yeah, that's one way to say thanks for the magic healing powers. This anime shows how fear and control can lead to genocide, all because the ruling class wanted to stay on top. It's chilling and weirdly familiar when you think about real history. Main character Adonis isn't here for forgiveness either. He's bringing fire, blood, and chaos. Honestly, mood. Number 7, 8686. Imagine being told you're part of the army, but not considered a real person. That's the reality for the soldiers of the 86th District. The Republic of San Magnolia claims it's fighting a war with no human casualties. Sounds impressive, right? Plot twist. They're just using outcast citizens, mostly people of color, to do all the dirty work, while pretending they don't exist. Talk about peak dystopia. This anime hits hard with themes of racism, dehumanization, and the cold, calculated way governments erase people they don't like. It's like George Orwell wrote a light novel, and it slapped. Number 6, Fire Force. At first glance, Fire Force looks like just another flashy shounen with fire powers. But dig deeper, and you'll realize the government, and especially the Holy Soul Temple, is knee-deep in conspiracies. People are turning into flame demons called infernals, and the ones supposedly saving them might be the same ones causing it. The whole system is built on lies, religion is weaponized, and the top brass is working with some seriously evil energy. And poor Shinra's just trying to find out what happened to his mom and little brother. But of course, classified information. Because nothing says we're definitely evil like hiding the truth from an orphan. Number 5, Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. You already knew this would make the list. Code Geass is basically a how-to guide for starting a one-man revolution. Lelouch witnesses the Holy Britannian Empire colonize Japan, strip people of their names, literally calling them 11s, and treat them like second-class citizens. So what does our boy do? He gets a magic eye and declares war on the Empire while wearing a cape and being extra dramatic. The Britannian government is everything wrong with power. Elitist, racist, and obsessed with domination. Lelouch might be morally gray, but at least he's fighting against a world built on oppression. Plus, you gotta respect the chess master energy. Number 4, Akame ga Kill. This anime doesn't even try to hide it. The government is straight up demonic. The capital is run by a puppet emperor and a corrupt prime minister who treats executions like entertainment. Meanwhile, the poor are starving, the rich are partying, and innocent people are tortured for fun. Enter Night Raid, a group of rebels taking out corrupt officials one by one. It's bloody, it's brutal, and no one is safe, not even main characters. But honestly, when your government is doing human experiments and burning villages for sport, maybe a little assassination isn't such a bad idea. Number 3, Sabikui Bisco. This one's wild. In a post-apocalyptic Japan where everything's being eaten by rust, yeah, rust, the government claims mushrooms are the cause, so they ban them completely. Problem is, mushrooms are actually the cure. Let that sink in. The authorities are literally banning medicine because it threatens their control. They'd rather watch the world decay than admit they were wrong. So now our boy Bisco, mushroom terrorist and certified chaos gremlin, is on a mission to spread spores and expose the truth. This anime is like if Studio Ghibli had an argument with Mad Max and somehow they both won. Number 2. Guilty Crown. Let me just say, this anime is gorgeous, intense, and full of betrayal. Set in a future Tokyo quarantined after a virus outbreak, the GHQ government comes in like saviors, and then slowly turns into the worst thing that ever happened to humanity. They start experimenting on people, silencing dissent, and using fear to keep power. Classic villain playbook. Main character Shu just wanted a normal life. Instead, he gets dragged into a rebellion, gains a superpower called the Power of Kings, and is forced to choose between freedom and control. Also, betrayal in this anime hits like a truck. No one's safe, not even the cute girl with the pretty voice. Number 1. Legend of the Galactic Heroes. Alright, this is the big boss of political anime. Legend of the Galactic Heroes isn't just about spaceships and laser battles. It's a massive philosophical deep dive into democracy versus dictatorship, corruption versus idealism, and how power corrupts absolutely. You've got two sides, the Galactic Empire, space monarchy with way too much ego, and the Free Planets Alliance, a democracy so full of red tape and greedy politicians it barely functions. And guess what? Both sides are trash in their own way. What makes this anime legendary is how real it feels. Leaders manipulate the media, sacrifice civilians for power plays, and silence truth-tellers, all in the name of order or freedom. This isn't just fiction, it's a mirror, and it'll make you question every flag-waving speech you've ever heard. So yeah, turns out the real final boss in a lot of anime isn't a demon king or a god of destruction, it's corrupt leadership. These shows remind us that the biggest threats aren't always flashy or loud. They're slow, quiet, and wearing a uniform. They don't kick down the door, they rewrite the rules. So the next time an anime villain shows up with a government badge and a suspicious smile, run or revolt. Your choice. If you enjoyed this list, hit that like button and drop a comment. Which anime government freaked you out the most? Thanks for watching, and remember, question authority, especially in anime.